This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Jennifer Newhouse from Huron Humane Society. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Nancy.
I've been I'm thinking about looking at Facebook on my phone. Every day there's something about retails. So obviously the store is doing very well.
Yes, we are. It's fantastic. The support from the community has been wonderful. We want to thank everybody that has donated and come in to shop.
And you know, when I went there, I went back like 2 days later and the stuff was all switched and changed around again. It's what? Yep. You have some awfully wonderful volunteers and you probably need some more volunteers.
We are always looking for volunteers. We need volunteers to run the store, to train with our staging girls so that they can show them, what we do and how we do it. We also need people to come in and clean the items and research the items and get those items priced.
And do some repurposing?
Yes, furniture repurposing. We cannot seem to keep furniture in the store.
It's amazing too because some of the pieces are just so wonderful.
Yes.
I thought, wow, I could do that, but I won't. But some wonderful pieces.
Yes, yes. If you have a craft, if you like painting or anything, we have furniture that's been donated to us and we just don't have enough people yet to paint it and give it a new look.
Okay, and said you're also still taking Christmas donations.
For a couple more weeks, we will be taking Christmas decorations. Any little knickknacks that are snowmen or Santa or Christmas dishes. We'll only be accepting them, I believe it's the second week in December.
Okay, and like ideas like household decor, wall art, fine linens, crafty items, handbags, scarves, any kind of wood furniture because you are able to repurpose and give it a new look.
Yes.
And as you said, it's one of your best-selling items.
Yes.
So people, if you need something, if you have a donation, we can pick it up, give us a call.
Yes.
We'll do just about anything to get the stuff in the store.
Yes.
And so you have some new hours now.
These are the same hours that we've been running. Yep, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 till 7.
Okay.
And on Sunday, noon to 4.
Okay. And then you can drop items off Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. or if it's a different item by appointment.
Yes.
So what's the best way to get in touch with you?
You can call myself, 989-464-0861.
Okay.
Or message us on Facebook.
Okay. And you're doing something new this year, too. You're having a holiday open house.
Yes, yes. This is the second one. We did do it last year.
Okay.
It will be held on Friday, December 16th.
Okay.
We're going to do some extended hours for all of those people that work during the day, 4:30 till 7 p.m. We encourage the community to come out. We have some new kennels for the dogs. We recently opened a new cat room, and we have about 130 cats right now.
I know, so many.
So many cats, and there was like 5 or 6 dogs up for adoption, so we would love to get those animals into homes for the holidays, and those numbers change on a daily basis. We might end up with 10 more dogs before this date, so come on out, visit us, give an animal a home for the holidays.
And we want to remind people, too, as the weather's getting colder, that you need to protect your animals that are outside animals. Please make sure they have bedding in their kennel. Make sure there's a place they can go to be out of the wind.
Yes.
Make sure that they have water because water freezes. So make sure they have fresh water all the time. Please treat your pet, responsibly this time of year.
Yes, it's very important.
Very important. And then we want to talk about the gala, the most important fundraiser that you do every year, and there's a lot of new things this year.
Yes, we are giving it a whole new look. This year we have a new location.
Excuse me.
At the Knights of Columbus Hall. JJ's will be preparing our dinner. We will have a cash bar. We will have live and silent auctions. We are looking for gala donations for the auctions. If you have a craft that you do or own a business and would like to donate from your business, if you just want to go out and shop and drop things off, we are accepting donations all day, every day. If I'm not at Retail's Boutique, they can be dropped off at Real Estate One. So we're really excited for this.
And if you're a chef, why not offer, you know, a meal for 4 people, come to their house? Or, you know, if you own an airplane, why not offer an airplane ride? If, you know, if you're a chiropractor, why not offer some free sessions? You might get a new patient out of it. If you're a dentist, why not offer a dental cleaning? You know, everybody in this town should be able to find something they can donate to this auction.
Right. And if you, you know, if you're a family and you want to do something for us, you know, go out and buy a gas grill or do something like that, because all of those things will add up and give us a great selection.
They do. And once again, you can drop them off at Retails Boutique or Real Estate One. And, you know, just please try to find an item or find something. I know there's lots of causes in our community, but, you know, always can find some little thing to help out.
Yes.
And then you're going to be doing a newsletter.
Yes. We are doing a first ever Alpena County-wide newsletter. So it will be hitting all of the mailboxes in Alpena County. This is going to be a big job project for us, but we are willing to do it. We want to share all of the exciting things that are going on at the shelter with the community.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then something else we just have enough time to mention too is a lot of families think, oh, you know, for the holidays I want to get my child a dog and I want to get, or my child a cat. You know, we ask you to make sure that's really what you want to do.
Yes.
Make sure that your home is prepared for a dog or a cat. Make sure the children are prepared for a dog and a cat. You know, take some time, do some research, come out to the shelter, maybe take one home and foster it for a couple days and see how it fits with your family. Don't just go out and adopt an animal that it's not going to work for your family. Then you end up, you know, bringing it back to us or something happens. So make sure that it's going to be a successful event for your family. You know, plan how much it's going to cost in a year for vet and for food and, you know, for the care of the animal. There's a lot goes with it. Don't just go out and get the cutest little kitten you can find and bring it home, because there's a lot of responsibility as a pet owner.
And it does take time too for that animal to adjust to your home. They don't walk in the door perfectly behaved.
No.
You need to show them the love and the care. And I mean, some animals need refreshers after coming out of the shelter of potty training and all of that. So it takes a lot of love and care and time to have that perfect pet. But every animal has possibilities.
Thank you, Jennifer, and Merry Christmas to everyone at the shelter, and take good care of those animals.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. I'll be right back with Brad Summers following these messages. Hi, welcome back. I'm with Brad Summers from the Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Nancy.
First thing I'm looking at here is last Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, you served 120 youth.
Yep.
At a Thanksgiving dinner. How did you do that?
Well, we just invited them. You know, and a lot of it was some of the kids too that we invited that we haven't seen in a little while came out, but. You know, we're kind of expecting, you know, 90 to 100, but we were very pleasantly surprised that we had 120 kids that participated. You know, we had a lot of volunteers on hand and the staff, and we served the meal to the kids.
Wonderful.
You know, and this is it's great because the kids actually get to, you know, we have a big sit-down dinner and we all sit down and talk about. This time it was a little more difficult to talk about 120 kids, but. We have little feathers that out of construction paper that they write what they're thankful for. You know, a lot of kids were very thankful, of course, this time of year. During this time of year, they're very thankful for their family and their pets, and you know, goofy things that they talk about, like having shoes and things like that. I guess they're not super goofy, but you know, kids are very. A lot of the kids that we serve are very modest about what they have. You know, they don't have 3 Xboxes at home for 3 different kids or anything like that. You know, these kids are, we cater to them in a way that helps them develop themselves. And, you know, this is nice that we get to have a sit-down dinner with them, even though we serve a free meal every day. But it's nice that us as staff can sit back and serve these children and just see the smiles on their faces.
And be thankful for what you have and let them see that too.
It's very nice.
I think that's great. And now on December 9th, you're doing your awards banquet.
We are. We're bringing this back. We haven't done this for a couple of years, but we, Matt Mashinsky, the volunteer director, and his AmeriCorps member, Brooke Mainville, and Jen Digna, our unit director, you know, we all kind of came together and said, you know, we have to find a way to recognize these outstanding kids that come to our facility weekly, daily, whatever it is. And a lot of these kids volunteer in the community and do some very good things for local agencies and local businesses and collaborations and partnerships. So, it's a great way for us to be able to just recognize these kids. So we have fun with it. It's kind of goofy too. We have some serious awards. We have a couple kids that actually have volunteered over 1,000 hours.
Wow.
So it's in a national scale, it is very amazing to have 2 kids in the same community, especially a smaller community like Alpena, to have 2 kids that have volunteered 1,000 hours.
Amazing.
It talks about the commitment, dedication, and to recognize these kids with Matt Mashinsky, and Brooke Mainville there, with providing these volunteer programs and being able to help these kids along. But to have a kid volunteer 1,000 hours at the age of 16 and still have 2 years of high school left, it's just amazing.
It is.
So this dinner, this awards banquet is a great way for us to recognize the character leadership and volunteer efforts, and have a little fun with them too, and invite the parents and just basically the kids that partake in the programs.
It's a wonderful idea, and I know it'll be very successful. And the other thing that I know will be very successful is your holiday mailer.
Oh, our holiday mailer. This is crucial. As with any nonprofit in our community, this is crucial for us at the end of the year to be able to keep providing the services that we are with the kids. Every single penny that we are that's raised by us through our fundraisers or that's donated to our organization goes right back into the kids. Whether it's the food program or the recreational program or just any kind of initiatives that we're having to help the kids grow their character and just feel more supported, is very, very imperative. So, this holiday mailer at the end of the year is extremely important to us. We have certain people that we always send them to. We're trying to kind of spruce it up and make it a little bit different every year. But when it comes down to it, these are operating funds that go right back into the community by helping these kids become the next generation's leaders.
And as I was talking with our first guest, Jennifer, every nonprofit agency, does so many wonderful things in our community, and it's impossible to give to everyone. But maybe quit drinking diet soda for a week and take that money and donate it to the Boys and Girls Club. Maybe quit stopping off for a $5 coffee every day, and maybe donate 1 week's worth of coffee to the Humane Society. There's always a way that you can find a way to cut back and do things. And I know those things are wonderful, but so is having a wonderful facility like the Boys and Girls Club in our community.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yes.
We're always educating the community on what we do in the programs and services, but we are still a business. Though we're a nonprofit, but we're still a business.
Yes.
And we have real expenses, the lights and the things and the heat to keep the kids warm during the summer and the wear and tear on pool tables and things like that. So we're always looking for a way to better serve the kids. And this holiday, the year-end holiday mailer is a great way for us to receive those funds at the end of the year to really, really help our kids and help our facility.
Okay, and you're still looking for adult mentors in the community?
We are. We have, over the past few months, we've had a lot of mentees coming in, which is the younger kids looking for older mentors to help them. Either it's the Lunch Buddies program or community-based or Club Bigs, which is more of the high school age kids. The Club Bigs, we have quite a few kids in high school age that are helping the younger kids with tutoring or just playing basketball or some kind of a support structure. But we're just looking for more adults. Okay. We currently have a wait list, so we have kids that are looking for that support and that caring relationship. And us as staff, of course, we practice what we preach. So we're not just asking people to say, come out and do this, but we don't do it. So, we do it as well. So I wish I had more time and more lunches where I could sit down with, 5, 6, 7 kids a day or a week. But, I know the time constraints of people, but it's not a huge time commitment. It's
not. I mean, if you're a lunch buddy, it's 1 hour, 1 day a week. Pick a day that works for you and do it. If you're retired, if you work, you probably still get a lunch hour. Just make that commitment, and it'll be the best thing you ever did. You'll feel so good at the end of the day. And then same with community partnerships. I mean, if you're a grandparent out there and you have a couple of grandkids or one grandchild that gets a little bored with you, why not become a mentor? Bring someone else when you have your grandchildren. Bring someone else into the mix and let them you know, have fun and do everything. It's really good. They train you. It's not something you have to feel uncomfortable about or overwhelmed with. It's an easy process.
You know, and it's helping these kids feel supported, and it helps their academics, it helps their social competencies, it helps their development, you know, growing up. So, you know, by just sitting down for an hour a week or hour every 2 weeks or even an hour a month, you know, can really play a very positive role on a kid's life. So, you know, it's one of those, like, you know, if you're thinking about it, you're on the edge, please feel free to call us, and we'd love to talk about this. And you know, these kids really need it, and we do provide training and we do provide support. So we're not just throwing you into something. You know, a lot of the people that we have been doing this for years and years, and they're experts at this point. So, you know, we have people they can learn from, and it's just coming full circle just to, you know, to support our communities, to support our kids.
It is. And that number to call is 356-0214. Merry Christmas to you and everyone on your staff, and look forward to talking to you at the end of December as we begin the new year and see what new and exciting is planned for the new year.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Kate Bruschi from the ACC Volunteer Center, director, and Catherine Abraham works at the ACC Volunteer Center as well. A great team there at the Volunteer Center. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's getting around the holiday season. This annually, that's been Christmas Wish. What's going on there?
Annually, and this year is no different than the last 39 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it's the longest running program of the Volunteer Center, and I think that that it's been successful because we have a really generous community, and have every year we've succeeded in the program. Every year we get submissions of names to the Christmas wish list of very needy local children. We include all the siblings in the family, whether that's 1 or 7 or whatever, and sometimes even some gifts for the household itself if they're really in tough straits, which is often the case. The level of need is well documented. We can't take submissions from just anyone without knowing that there is a deep need in the family. And we also collaborate with other organizations that do charitable programs at this time of year to make sure we're not duplicating services. So we feel good about the fact that our donors can, they know we're good stewards of their funds, and that their gifts are going to children who really need them, and will really welcome them and are really grateful for them. The requests that these children are allowed to submit to the Christmas wish list are usually coached either by a counselor or a school success liaison from Northeast Michigan Community Service Agency, or sometimes parent or guardian. They provide very specific gift requests, nothing frivolous on this list. Occasionally there will be a toy request, but usually it's clothing items. And we also get information about the likes of these children, and for instance, that they need a set of sheets and they love SpongeBob, and so they could get a set of sheets in that theme, or their favorite colors, and of course the sizes for their clothing items. Those are the most common requests we get. And even really humbling requests like socks and underwear. That's just kind of staggering, but that's the way the wish list is, and I think that when donors see that, they're really eager to be on board. We even have donors that have done this generationally now.
Really?
3rd generation donors. Yeah, it's really awesome.
I see the donors as the gifts accumulate in Besser or Center 106 and 104, and they seem moved.
Yeah. Oh, they are. Yes.
So, how many donors, how many recipients, roughly?
The quantifying the recipients is much easier. It will be well over 400 this year. We have about 400 specific children's requests, but then in addition to that, we do provide a lot of food and grocery store gift cards, sometimes gas cards if a family has to travel for medical care, in addition to those 400 specific children's. It's right about 400. I think it might be just over 400.
Wow.
Anyway, we've matched most of them. We're doing really well, which is fortunate because next week is our final week. And I will remind the audience now that Monday through Thursday next week we'll be doing all the gift receiving. We do have those 2 rooms blocked off in the Newport Center building, rooms 104 and 106, same rooms as it's been for years and years, and that's where they bring their gifts.
So say I wanted to be a donor, how would I plug into the system at this point?
We try to say it's as specialized for the donors as it is for the recipients, because really you can give in any way. You can give, if you don't want to shop, that's fine. We would happily spend your money for you on these kids. So you can make a cash donation. We use those for a lot of gift certificates, but also to do purchases of items that aren't fulfilled. We still have, quite a few kids on the list, and with the deadline fast approaching, we know that there will be things that we'll have to fulfill with those donated funds. So really, you can do it in any way you want. If you want to still be matched up with a child, certainly you can call the center at 358-7271, and we'll verbally walk you through the process. And Kathy can do that, or I can do that, and we can arrange for you to be matched either with a single item if that's appropriate for you, or depending on the donor's level of ability to give their
Sure.
financial resources. We do have donors who are matched with a whole family, or who combine their financial resources with other family members or co-workers to adopt a family or several.
That's very neat.
So we end that up next week, but we'll continue to take donations through about the second week of December.
Okay, and then there's a big flurry where the gifts are aggregated and then delivered.
Yes, and those are delivered. It's all third party. None of our donors ever meet the recipients, and neither do I. Neither does Kathy.
Right.
Those all go back to the submitting agency, whether that's a church or a school or a counselor.
Okay.
They pick up the gifts and they deliver the gifts. They're the ones who have that an intimate contact with the families that allow us to be able to provide such specific gifts.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. You also do community ed in the Volunteer Center, and Kathy, you're kind of tasked with that for this spring. What are some neat things you've got going on? We got about a minute.
Okay. We actually have a variety of classes that we're looking at for 2017. This year we had a no baking class for special needs and individuals, and it took off really well. So we're looking to do more of those. A specialty, possibly small engine repair class, computer classes. So we are always looking for individuals. You don't have to be degreed, you don't have to be certified, but if you have a special talent or skill that you'd like to share, just give us a call on 358-7271, and we would love to hear from you. And it's so much fun. It is a lot of fun teaching in a classroom setting. So.
Well, we appreciate Christmas Wish, 39 years, and community ed. That's a major outreach for the college into the community, and it creates the binding link that is very important to both. So we appreciate your work, and thank you for that. Thank you for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.